Peace and blessings. Wednesday, February the 27th, the year 2018. Got a letter here from Ed Brown. He's been in prison, looks like 12 years, and he's not going to get out until 2045. So Ed is going to die in prison if God doesn't work a miracle. We've got him and his wife, his dear wife, Elaine Brown. I tried to go visit her. They did not approve me, but I'm sure if I was a queer Muslim imam, they would have opened up the prison with a red carpet and let me visit my dear loved one or my friend in prison. But because I'm a straight white chaplain, a Christian chaplain, they banned me from visiting Elaine Brown. If you click on their page, you'll see all kinds of photos from Daniel Riley, Ed and Elaine Brown, Jason Gerhard. You'll find information and videos about their case. So I encourage you to educate yourself about Ed and Elaine Brown. But I want to go to the letter that he wrote, and this is kind of an action item to be thrown out there. And if you want to reply to Ed Brown, his mailing address is on the home page. So if you just go to the home page, it's FCI Gilmer in Glenville, West Virginia. But here's what Ed has to say. He says, "We have them. To all, I have finally come to the understanding as to who, what, where, when, how, and why. But I can't explain it all here. Over the last 2 years, the courts have been declaring an emergency, recusing themselves in toto and dismissing my claims. I know exactly why and know how to address the problem for them and us. However, I need a real, honest, investigative journalist that has an absolute intrepid character, willing to go to the wall as I am. Attorneys need not apply. There is an international cartel, and I have already begun to expose them in a very limited way due to the Department of Justice blocking my communication." I can be a witness to that. There was a government institution that was blocking all of Ed's letters to Donald Trump, and they were returning his letters opened. I think it's Novatex Government Solutions. Help find me this witness and journalist, political writer, and this game they play takes a whole new horizon. I am sending out another attempt to the President and Provost Marshal of the Army, but nothing seems to be getting through. My finger in the dike isn't going to last a whole lot longer, and if everyone really wants to get it done, we have to work together. My obligation as a United States Constitutional Ranger is to take the point, and I do so with intrepid caution, but it must be done. Because it's time before the window closes. For the love of Jesus and for the love of freedom, Commander Brown, Edward Lewis, United States Constitution Ranger, 1777 Continental Congress." And then he writes the word Father. All right, so this is Ed and Elaine Brown. I pray you write them a letter and encourage them. If you have any ideas about how to meet his request for an investigative journalist, I pray that you write him a letter, and I pray you engage Ed Brown and let him know that you have not forgotten about him and that you love him and care about him, and not only Ed Brown, but his wife, Elaine Brown, who's only an hour and a half drive from my wife and I, but they will not let us visit her.